Welcome to another Form Titan video, and in this video I'll show you how to enable tracking of your DocuSign document and push the data to Salesforce. So if you're looking to track your DocuSign document, then this is the video for you. Before we get started, I recommend there are two objects that you need to install, and they come as part of our Form Titan package, which you can download directly from the App Exchange. And in those, there are two objects, Titan Sign Tracking and Titan Sign Documents. Okay, once you've got them, make sure you add them as a related list. For me, I've added contact as the lookup for both of those, and now they're part of my related list. And now I'm going to show you how you can get the tracked activity recorded back into these two here. First thing first, we have to do some legwork up here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a PDF directly from my desktop, and here it is. Let's go ahead and name it. So we'll call this tracking demo doc or document. Next up, I'll go ahead and insert some fields. So text field like this. Let's go ahead and get rid of the label directly, and then we'll just insert them in here one by one. And then this is the final one that goes over here. And then I'll get the signature. Like this. Then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tag these. It's really important. So I'll call this first name, last name, email, and then mobile. Once you've done that, go to General, and now we need to add some users. So let's go ahead and add some users. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this dynamic, so it's going to come from Salesforce. Configure Salesforce, this is important. Choose Contact, which is going to be my object of choice, and I'm going to allow it to use in a button. Then I'll go ahead and add my users, so I'll call this user1, and we'll check it. Configure, add object. Choose my object contact. Condition is going to be contact ID equals record ID. And then I'll just simply have to map my fields. So I'll say first name goes here, last name goes here, and email goes here. And then I'll just have to apply and finish. Next, I want to go ahead and assign the fields directly to that user. So I'll choose user1. And that's done. Okay, now the fields have been assigned. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I bring the data back. So my other fields are now going to appear. So I'll use first name here, last name here, email here, mobile here, and that's it. Once this is done, you're pretty much ready to go with the document. However, if you want to enable tracking, on the right hand side under document settings, you've got something called tracking. Okay, this is important. Click configure, and here you can check track IP, track metadata, upload completion log as attachment of files. I'm going to use files, and my signature is going to be signature, and company signature are also going to be the signature. So there are a few ways you can, if you have a company signature, you can choose the field directly here. Then you just simply apply, click save, and you are good to go. One of the things I have to now make sure that my collaborator can access that. So I'll go to Form, DocuSign. This is my tracking demo document. I'm going to make sure that this has got full permissions. All right, now we're ready. So let's go to Contact. I'm in my Contact. I'm going to click on the FD button. And then I'm ready to go ahead and send this to Sign. It's going to process my request, and it's going to send it. So what it should have done is it's now going to send the request directly to Joe Bloggs and Joe Bloggs' email, which is this one. So if I go to my inbox now, there are documents waiting for me to sign. Let's get rid of this because it's not important. It's this one here. This is saying, is requesting you to sign the following document. Please go ahead and sign. I'm going to copy this, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll open this directly in incognito mode. Okay, like this. And now it's going to ask me for my two-factor authentication code. So let me just give it that, click confirm, and now I'm ready to go and get my code. Here's my code, 40587, 7, confirm. Now let's leave this running for a second, and I want to take you back to Salesforce. If I look at the related item here, you can see in the Titan sign tracking there are two entries that are created. Let's go to this one first. You can see what's happened here. It's now recorded that I've sent the document by email to this person, and this is step number 0. Okay. Next is step number 0. So this is what it's done. It said the document has been viewed. IP address is this. By email this. Okay. So it's now recording the document in the sign tracking. So it's already started to do that. Back to my document here. Here's my data. Here's everything that I need to know. I'm happy with that. I'm now going to go ahead and sign it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and sign it. I'm going to finish sign. And the sign is now going to get submitted. So we just wait for this. Once the sign has been submitted, you can go directly to the integration logs to check what's going on. So in here, I can go to, let's say, document. Let's have a look at document submit and optimization. You've got integration logs, okay? And the integration logs will tell you the story, what's going on. 1632 here. You can see these are the records that are getting created. We just have to give it a second because everything is going to get created really, really nicely. Meanwhile, this is going to submit. It's finished. And now if you go back to Salesforce directly and go to my contact, Joe Blogs, and have a look at the related activity, you can see there are a few things going on here. So if I have a look, there's step number 3. Okay, this is the metadata. These are my personal signatures right here that it's recorded. So the tracking has now been completed. And from here on, I can have a look at my related if I need to. But if I go back to the contact directly, you'll see that there is a tracking log now available, which has just come in, and this is the one here. Okay, so 1632, 1633, it's come in, and have a look at here. So here it's done. Here's what it's done, and this is a tracking log. It's going to tell me this is the date it was sent by that email. This is the time it was opened here, and the date. This is the time it was signed, including the signature ID here. Okay, and once you've done that, it's going to attach itself as a file, tracking log, and it looks really, really nice and awesome. It's come through, it's going to come to your files, and that's how you enable tracking. So with every document you set up, you have full ability to go ahead into that document and have a look at the document access, enable tracking, configure, check the options that you're tracking, upload as file or attachment, and you are good to go. And this is what the end result will look like, as well as into the object too. This is how it's done.